unboxing to all. A very merry unboxing to you. Unboxing is the thing that makes balls into true. A very merry unboxing. A very merry unboxing. A very merry unboxing to all.
Well, good afternoon to you, Funky Bunch, and welcome back to another installment of Very Merry Unboxing. Today we are going to do a video that is twofold purpose. We are going to unbox and showcase the Cthulhu Pop. This one is a New York Comic Con limited edition, and it's the figure kind of like a patina, kind of rusted look. And then we're also going to showcase off a Hot Topic exclusive Nightmare on Elm Street number 224 Freddy Krueger. This one, Hot Topic exclusive, it has the syringes on his fingers. Now, as I said, it was going to be a two-fold video, two-purpose video. It's because we are also putting this together for Joe Manganero. I hope I got that right. Joe Manganero's I think it was 500 subscriber video. If you get a chance, check out his channel. Link is going to be in the description below, or you can click the banner above my head in order to take you to his channel. Show him some support and some love. He is a big horror buff, so his contest primarily focuses around horror, but first entry that you can get into it, simple as can be, just go to his channel, subscribe, leave a comment on his channel stating like that you want to enter. And I think the other avenue that you can do, kind of what I'm doing right now, you can answer one or two questions, because not everybody is a horror buff, but you can state what favorite horror movie that you've seen in 2015. It's just seen. It's not made in 2015, it's seen in 2015. It can be something that was made back in the 70s or the 80s, Phantasm, those type of things. It can be something recent. Also showcasing off some of your horror memorabilia, which is where these guys come in. And the other question, in case you're not a horror buff, is a movie that you've seen in 2015 that you wish maybe the ending was different. What would you have done in the ending instead? What didn't you like about it? So go check out his channel and show him some love. Without further ado, we're going to get into these two, and I'm going to save this one for last because there's a story to go along with this one that will go towards his his contest. Sorry. So this first one, we already have the Cthulhu, the regular one. Actually, I think the one we have, yeah, I think it's the regular one. I don't think it's the glow-in-the-dark one. I would love the glow-in-the-dark one, but this guy, we've showcased him before. He is really cool looking. He's a pretty heavy, sturdy figure. But this is kind of cool because he is like an ocean entity, and so it's really cool. Like if they had statues of him that were sunken into the ocean, I could totally see it looking like this if they brought it up from the depths, you know what I mean? So he's got that nice bronze color to him with the kind of like the oxidation going on there. But check him out. He's got a lot of the octopus tentacles on his face. He's got like squid tentacles coming down at the top here. Not really tentacles, but the things you'd find on the little suckers. He's got wings, kind of like bat wings on the back of him. And along his arms and legs and chest, he's got some scales, and then he's got like a moss, almost like a moss seaweed kind of loincloth to him. In the background, you may hear some chirping. That is Tanner. He is having a really, really hard time these past, I would say, probably 2 weeks with his Tourette's and ticking. He's just really getting to him, having a hard time sleeping, having a hard time reading, getting sentences out, anything. So bear with the noises if you hear him in the background. But again, this is a very cool looking pop. I love the way his feet and his hands look. He's got some webbing between his fingers, and he's got some like finning going on along his arms. So awesome figure there. Great job on it. Glad we added him to our collection. Now let me get him put away, and then we will crack into Freddy Krueger. Now the reason I chose Freddy as the second one is because well, let me stop for a second, back up. The video that we saw, or the movie that I saw in 2015, the Insidious movies were kind of the first and second one. Caught up on those. Those were kind of creepy. But one most recently was The Visit. M. Night Shyamalan, I believe, did it. And typical M. Night Shyamalan fashion, towards the end of the movie, there is a twist that takes place. And just like his previous movies, right before the twist takes place, it's kind of like, oh, I bet you this is what's going to happen. Then the twist takes place, and sure enough, that's what happens. But it was a little odd. It wasn't a fantastic movie, but it was odd. It was a little disturbing. So if you get a chance, check it out. Maybe rent it or get it on Redbox or something like that. But so that's the movie in 2015 that I saw. Now back to this guy, Freddy Krueger. When I was growing up, dating myself a bit, but middle school, high school. The Nightmare Before Christmas. The Nightmare on Elm Street movies were just coming out. They were huge. And I used to be prone to nightmares. So I would, the first time I saw a Nightmare on Elm Street movie, Freddy Krueger, if you don't know, he was burnt by some parents of some teenagers who thought he was like kidnapping and doing bad things to their children. And he was a janitor in a high school, worked down in the boiler room and stuff. Anyway, they caught up with him, they burnt him to death, and he vowed to come back and actually do what they were accusing him of doing. So he comes to people in their dreams. And so with me being prone to nightmares, this was prime. He would come into my dreams at night, would run from him, couldn't do anything, had to start practicing like lucid dreaming techniques so that I could try and fight back to him. I would beat him, and then typical Freddy fashion, he would come back, and I would wake up in the middle of the night just dripping sweat. So every time a new Nightmare on Elm Street movie came out, I had to go and see it to see how they beat him in that movie, so that in my lucid dreaming I could try to incorporate that into beating him. And it worked pretty good. Got pretty good at beating this guy, but like I said, every time he'd come back, and it was really creepy because there would be times where I'd be dreaming and I'd open my eyes and I swear I'd be sitting at the foot of my bed. Had a house that I was in with a bunk bed for a while with a metal rim, and I could hear him scraping his claws along the metal railing. Really freaked me out. And I swear I was awake. Obviously I was asleep, I swear I was awake. And he would say, that the tactics I was using was only going to work for so long, and he would eventually get me. As I grew older, I eventually grew out of the dreams, and this guy ceased to plague my mind and my night times. But Freddy Krueger used to dress up like him. He used to have the gloves, the hat, the shirt for Halloween. He had the mask. It was my way of demystifying him, I guess, and coming to terms with what was terrorizing me for years on end. This is a really cool looking pop. He's got the burn marks all over, the scarring from those burns. He's got his trademarked, signature red and green tattered sweater. It's got some tattering along the bottoms of it, which is really cool detail. I like how he's got the angry eyebrows, so you can tell he's not a friendly pop. And he's got his brown pants and some brown shoes with laces on them. His hands do have all of the syringes on them. If I remember right, this was from Dream Warriors. And so he would chase, and there was one guy who had a drug problem, and so he'd stick them in their arms and kill them with overdose. And the thing with that is he'd kill people in a certain way, and when you die in your dreams, you die in real life. It's the whole premise. So people would find the bodies the next day, in a lot of cases, the ones where he was trying to keep it on the down low, and it would look like he committed suicide, in this case overdosing. But there you have it. So we hope you enjoyed this installment of A Very Merry Unboxing, and we hope you enjoyed our showcasing of these pops. Very, very cool pops. Highly recommend picking them up if you get the chance. Kind of a little bummed about this box. It's got some kind of something, oil or something on the ends of it, but kind of, in a way, gives a little bit of uniqueness to it because of him being in a boiler room and burning up and stuff. But check out Hot Topic if you're into pops. They've got some good ones. The pops are a couple dollars more, but they do things like Hot Cash, where you purchase like $30, you get a $15 free Hot Cash. And then when they redeem them, you can go in, and for every $30 you pay, 15 of it's free because you have that Hot Cash. So it makes up for it in the end. They have some really cool pops. Check out Joe's site again, his channel, and be sure to subscribe and show him some love. And we hope you will come back and visit us again. If you haven't done so already, please click that subscription button above my head. Show us that you care by giving us that thumbs up and giving us that like. And we will catch you next time on the next installment of A Very Merry Unboxing. Peace out, and congratulations, Joe.